Ladakh is a story of dramatic landscapes, of high passes and never ending roads, a journey of a lifetime. The journey starts a few kilometers from Manali via Atal Tunnel, one of the highest tunnels in the world. On the other sides are lots of vehicles waiting to greet you, but nothing more appealing than the landscapes, quite contrasting on the other end. The greens reduced, but the roads were smooth. Riding became exciting. Not far away is Sisu, also famous for its waterfall. I didn't halt. I was enjoying the ride. Kelong is another popular halt for day tourists. I didn't see much of it either. The roads and the views thoroughly kept me entertained. With a few breaks here and there, I continued my journey. I crossed Jispa, which was a beautiful setting. Beautiful tents awaited travelers for their overnight stay just close to the highway. I continued and rode until I reached the police checkpoint at Darcha. Among all the options to halt, I found Darcha the most beautiful. The village offers great views of the landscapes. The river flowed from the mountains and flowers bloomed all around. Having crossed Darcha, I got a little tired and started looking for a place to camp. And I found a perfect spot for myself, which was a kilometer from Deepak Tal, a small yet beautiful lake. The river flowed nearby and army camps weren't too far. I set up my tent and the first thing I did was to get sufficient water for the rest of the day. Day 1 on the road to Ladakh. With own tent and self-cooking, it's a little difficult, a little hectic, but definitely enjoyable. I'm camping somewhere near Deepak Tal and have the whole place to myself. And that is the objective of the journey, to take it slow and enjoy nature. Roads worsened the next day. The ride took longer than it normally would. The high passes began to emerge. Greenery was well behind me. The rugged terrain greeted me with open arms. Patches of snow could be found on sides of the road as I continued to Baralachala. Snow which had recently melted. I took a brief halt at Surastal, a high altitude lake, and reached the pass in another few minutes. The mountains now were snow laden, and and the air grew thin. One of the halts I loved but couldn't stay was Bharatpur Tent Colony. There were huge tents providing stay and food. This is before Serchu, the Himachal-Ladakh border, and the reason this ride is adventurous. You never know what is coming next. Just as you grow tired of the high passes, few kilometers of flatlands appear to surprise you, and vice versa. The most tiring part was definitely the journey from Serchu to Gata Loops, to the high mountainous roads leading to Nakila Pass, and finally to Pang, where I finally called it a day. Day 2 on the road to Ladakh. I'm camping at Pang today. The roads are dusty but very, very scenic. Reaching Leh via flights is one thing and via roads is another. It's the dramatic landscapes that overwhelm you, and I wouldn't recommend any other mode. Here comes the favorite part of almost every biker, the Moor Plains. Just great scenic views with long roads. After the curvy and tiring roads, this is respite, and I just felt like riding on, which I did. Tangnangla is the last pass before the ride to the valley starts, and there is a feeling of achievement, of great happiness and satisfaction. To have rode on the highest passes, through dreadful roads, mud, water and ice, and to have witnessed the great transition from the green valleys of Himachal to the rugged terrain of Ladakh. The dramatic landscapes and extraordinary visuals of Mother Earth.